Hi.
Hello.
And welcome to Attached Mamas podcast. This is episode 8, where we talk about our motherhood journeys. We have 2 toddlers and
One very close to arriving.
another one on the way. And we just talk about motherhood in the lens of attachment and security and
Life.
yeah, all those things.
Yes. So what's going on? You have just hit 36 weeks, which is a massive milestone.
Yes, it's really, really weird because my due date has a 6-day discrepancy between the first day of my last period and my scan dates.
Weird.
So that's a massive gap.
Yeah.
So even my midwife's like, that's a huge gap.
Yeah.
So we're kind of like, because we're going private midwife this time, hospitals are very much like, scan says this. But the thing about scans is like each of the scans that I did, and I did a lot early on for different reasons, say different dates anyway.
Yeah, the scans are just not accurate. Like, do you remember the whole way through my pregnancy they were saying I was going to be like 50th percentile?
Yeah.
And then it came out 99.
Yeah.
Like, what?
I know, which is kind of like a blessing in a way, because if you knew that he was bigger, they would have like
I would have
pushed
probably
to
been scared into a
cesarean.
planned cesarean, yeah.
And like induction much earlier.
Yes.
And yeah, so wild.
So does the scan say you're behind like a week earlier than you should be, or a week later?
No, so technically on the scan
Yeah.
that the hospital's going off, I will be 36 tomorrow.
Okay, yeah.
But based off my last period, I'm already 36 plus 5.
That is such a massive difference. Wow.
It's a big difference.
Yes.
I know it may not sound big, but it's a big
No,
difference.
it is. Every week makes an
Especially now.
insane difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So we are seeing it kind of like halfway. So I see my due date as like Wednesday instead of a Friday.
Yep.
I only really just think of the week, but it's like for me, I'm already 36. We had to halt all labor birth prep because she was getting a bit too excited.
Yes.
We had a few bleeds.
Yes.
Which we talked about in the other part, like the other eps.
Are you on like pelvic rest now?
Not anymore.
Okay, cool.
I have been.
Yep.
And it's really been affecting my body. Like the pain, because when you stop moving,
it gets so much worse.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So luckily I've just still been moving on my ball. Like even if I'm not even sure if I was fully allowed to do that, but I was like, I need to move somewhere because I was so tight. I was in like almost agony.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of pain. And I already have a lot of hip pain as it is. And then the relaxin and being hypermobile and all these things.
Yeah, it's a bad combination.
So officially, we're saying as of tomorrow.
Yep.
So as of tomorrow, because that's what the hospital says, I'm allowed to have my raspberry leaf tea again, which I actually like.
Yes, I liked it too. It tastes quite nice.
And it's just a nice kind of thing, you know?
Yes.
So raspberry leaf tea. I'm not doing dates. I did them last time and I wasn't a fan of them, and I'm like, can't be bothered.
Yeah. Yep.
Perineal massage, walking. I wasn't allowed to walk.
Yes.
So my plan for later today was to go to the pool with C and with my dad. But I'm not sure now because it's just too, like, honestly, nowadays, doing one thing is too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
I saw my midwife today. I'm like, I'm done now.
You've done a thing. Yeah.
I'm not leaving the house.
Yes.
So, yeah, we're 36 weeks.
I'm so glad.
We are getting ready next week. No, not next week. Week and a bit, because we have the public holiday and everything. And there's a few births like scheduled for my midwife.
Yep.
So she's going to come over. So the next one, she's going to come over, drop off the pool.
Oh, that's so
that
exciting.
we have today in our appointment. It was an hour and a half appointment, and she got to talk with Sven through everything that he needs to do.
Oh, so Sven came.
Yes, Sven,
I'm
Sven
so
had
glad.
to come. It was mainly an appointment for him.
Yes, awesome.
So it was a reminder of everything from the birth course. It was, hey, Sven, like, because it's her second birth, when she starts contracting like 5 minutes apart, you need to let me know and I'm coming straight away.
Yes. And that way he can take some of that mental load, because you don't need to be thinking about, it's time to, he needs to send all those messages. Yeah.
100%. And we're going to let mum know, because second babies, it can be much faster, but also it's last night I was having period-like contractions the entire night.
Mel, I think she's coming.
I will be really surprised if she goes to, especially the full term that they're saying.
Yeah, like another full 4 weeks.
Yeah, no. I'd be really surprised. If she does, I mean, like, I'm not at the stage yet where I'm like, get out.
No, yeah. If she wants to cook for another month, great, cook away. But I just think you've had so many signs that she's on the move. And I'm just so glad that we've passed that 36 milestone, because 36 on, I think they're still a little bit early, like it's preterm still, but it's not in that. Yeah. It's like the next category, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We would prefer set 37 on.
Yes.
So that's why I'm not going to. And the thing is like, because I haven't walked much.
Yes.
I'm going to start slow anyway. Yes. So at least it's not like bang.
And when is the home birth cut? Like if you went into labour today?
No, I'm allowed to.
You're okay. Oh, thank goodness.
At least with my midwife, because we were talking about it and she's like sees the whole picture. So she's like, if she, like the cut is meant to be like 37 weeks.
Yeah.
But because there's such a big discrepancy with my due dates, we're just going to go off
the period date.
Comes now.
Yep.
We're going to go with the flow. We still want her to cook a bit longer, but we'll see.
Yep.
I highly doubt it'll be this week though, because I haven't been moving much.
Yeah.
So
let's all hope for 38. That sounds good.
I'm just really looking forward to walking. Something that she said today that I found really interesting. You tell me if you already knew this, but one of the signs that labour is coming is an insane need to nest. And Sven was like, yeah, she's already like that. She was like, oh, no.
Yeah.
She was like, she won't be able to stop.
Yes, I had that.
Yeah, right?
Yep.
And so I have had it a little bit, but when she explained it today, she was like, it makes sense because you have this urge to move your body in a way like getting down on the floor and scrubbing things.
Yes. Yeah.
She's like, you're squatting, you're bending forward.
Yes.
You know, moving and lifting things up and stuff. She's like, that's your body kind of moving your bed. And I'm just like, that makes so much sense.
So
I didn't think about it that way. Did you think about that?
No, I didn't think. I did know that, but I didn't think about it that way. Yeah, that it's not just the need to like prepare your space. It's actually your body moving through like those physical movements that it needs to do. That's so cool.
I know, right? And so the cat vomited as soon as we got back from the midwife, and I didn't want to clean the vomit itself. No. But I didn't mind scrubbing it. So once the vomit itself was gone, I actually was happy to squat down and start scrubbing it because I was like, it just feels so good to be in a low squat.
Yes. Do you have any kind of like, you're just going to see how you feel in the moment. What's your like ideal birth position in the pool?
I'm going to see how I feel because that's what I was thinking as well when I was in the bath. I was thinking I've laboured before. I've never reached transition and pushing stage. Yeah. Like unmedicated. Yeah. Luckily with my epidural, I still felt it at the back.
Me too, yeah.
Which I'm glad I did because now it's not so scary, but it's total new. Like it's a different ball game now. Yeah. So what my pelvic floor physio told me to do is to start getting into different birth positions in the bed in the house. Yes. And to to breathe and do the full relaxed breathing. Yes. And then see which one just feels more right. Yes. Yeah. And she says those will probably be the ones. Yes. So for example, at the moment I love like bending forward in kind of like, is it 90? I don't know. Angles.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. Like
wrong person.
90 degree. Like the 90? Corner of a square.
Yes.
It's 90.
It's 90. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, good. So yeah, the 90-degree angle, like that's like one of my favorites. Yeah. So I may
like
be
leaning on something. Yes.
So maybe in the pool, leaning forward.
Yes. Yeah.
Did you want a pool birth the first time?
Was
that kind of like
I was open to it? I was happy to be in the bath, and I think in my like plan I put that as an option, like maybe I will want to give birth in there, see how I feel. I liked the bath up to a point and then I didn't like it anymore, and I don't know why. I think up to about 5 centimeters it was pretty good, but then that 5 to 7,
I find it interesting that they actually let you go in so early. So
I was in the bathroom I'd literally like checked in to the birth suite and hopped on in the bath.
So I'm sorry if there's any midwives listening and I'm wrong, but what my understanding is, and that's just what we were talking about with my midwife this time and last time, is we try not to get into the pool until after like transition or during transition because it can slow it down.
Oh, really?
So that's why they don't recommend you. Well, at least they didn't recommend me first time and this time. Like she said, she was telling me today all the different things I can do.
Yeah.
In before transition, which is 5 centimeters ish.
Yeah.
Transition is 7 centimeters on.
Yeah.
7 to 8, 7 to 9.
Yeah.
She was like shower, moving, toilet, pretty much everything but pool.
Oh, there you go.
But bath.
Yeah.
So my sister went in the bath really early and her labour stalled.
Interesting. I wonder if it's because, I don't know, maybe it's not
maybe because you were
the policy. I was already like 3 or 4. Like those early few centimeters were quite quick for me.
Yes.
Like before I was even induced, I was 2 centimeters.
Yeah.
So
I'm still so annoyed by your birth. They intervene so much. It's just like, can you F off?
Yeah.
Maybe I should just be at your birth next time because I won't be your doula.
You could be my doula.
I will be like your doula's doula. So your doula's like on you and I will just be like, everyone F off.
The guard.
Yes.
I love it.
I will be like the protector guard, and if someone else comes to do another like vaginal exam, I'll be like, no.
Why?
She's already done one. Or if they're like, we've broken her waters, no, you haven't.
No, you haven't. Oh,
I will be that person.
I love it. I appreciate you.
It's just
No, I was in and out of the bath a fair bit, and then I was like, when I was out, I was using the TENS machine.
Yes.
Like I was doing all the things.
You were doing so well.
Doing all the
that's really
things.
nice.
Yeah.
You were doing so well. And
Yeah.
they're just like, can you F off?
I have heard that, I mean, I'm sure it's different for everyone, but I have heard that actually, like, up to about 7, like, those first centimeters are harder than the last. Like, once you are, like, 7, 8, the last 2 are not that, but it's not that hard. I don't know. I haven't done that bit. I'm medicated, so I don't know. You can tell me in 2 weeks' time.
I've heard a lot as well. I do think it's 2 weeks. I've heard a lot that, and I mean, like, lol, it'll be 6. Like, I don't think it will. But that's also the scary thing, is that if I do go over, it's like, how over is over then? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't think she would be that over anyway. But it's just like, with that massive discrepancy, I'm like, that also leaves a massive discrepancy for going over.
Yes, that's very true.
Which is more concerning.
And I wonder what the hospital would say about that. Or do they just not
They're
care
very
about,
black and white.
They just don't care about your period date. They're like,
they don't factor it in whatsoever, which I think is a bit silly.
But that's like the whole way you calculate. Anyway, whatever.
I know. And also my periods were relatively regular. Like they weren't like spot on, but they were pretty regular. So that's also why it's weird.
Yeah.
And I had symptoms like, based off their calculations, I would have had symptoms the day after we conceived, which I find weird.
That doesn't make
sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, this is why I prefer a holistic approach. Why don't you ask the full picture?
The whole picture. Yes, for sure. Yeah.
Anyway, that's my life, and I'm really, 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 really tired because last night was just an insane night with our son.
Oh.
It's like, I promise you, he's not sick. It's just and I've talked to other mums and they're like, I love how R is so different because R is not a vomiter.
He had like gastro once and was projectile vomit, and I was like, oh my God, I don't know what to do.
But how much did he vomit though?
He vomited a lot that day, but other than that, like if he's got the flu, he doesn't vomit. Yeah, he was never a refluxy baby. He's not a vomity baby, no.
Because our son vomits. Yeah. And sometimes just for no reason. It's almost like a cleansing and then he's done. And I've talked to other mums and even my midwife today, she's like, yeah.
Some kids are,
She's like, some kids are just vomiters. So I swear he's not sick. He vomited last night and then he was totally fine.
Yeah.
It was almost like a bleh, release, fine.
Is it congestion?
It could be. I don't know.
Yeah.
In this instance, I have no clue.
Yeah.
We put him in the shower. We washed him. We put stuff down. And then it took him over an hour to go back to sleep.
Yeah.
And so that was hard for me. But not only that, I then had period-like cramping the entire night. So I'm really tired. So I'm happy for you to talk as well.
Can you be in the other room now? I know you don't want to be away from C, but like, can you?
No, I can, but it's just because Dad's staying this week.
Oh, of course, yeah, okay.
But
I need you to get more sleep.
I know Dad is leaving tomorrow. We were sleeping better with C, and I was just really enjoying the cuddles.
Of course, you want to soak in. I do understand that, but I think those last few weeks of pregnancy, when she's just like stealing all of your nourishment to pack on as much weight as she can, like that's what she's doing, and I'm happy for her. But it takes a lot out of you.
I know. I'm thinking as well that we may be able to. Like, I'll sleep in the other room the days that I don't get to sleep the next day.
Yeah.
The challenge is as well, though, is that sometimes I genuinely sleep better next to him.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, because, like, I miss him or, like, I'm also on alert.
Of course.
Is he okay?
Yeah, of course.
You know, because, like, you get so used to sleeping with them.
I know.
So, and he's learning to, like, if Mummy has, it's like, Mummy, please go to Daddy. He goes to Daddy.
Yeah, okay, good.
So there's that. So, yes, I'm going to slowly start transitioning anyway.
Yeah.
Because it's time. It is time.
It is time.
And then Lion King. It's just, I just hear Lion King music. Anyway. One last thing is...
Tell me.
This has been not to freak you out about the possibility of Rowan putting R to sleep. Sven and C usually have a beautiful nighttime sleep time routine.
Yeah.
C only wants Sven now to put him to sleep.
Oh my God.
When I'm home. However, he screams like bloody murder pretty much every night that Sven puts him to sleep when I'm home.
But he doesn't want you to do it.
But he doesn't want me to do it. He doesn't want me to intervene. He doesn't want
Toddlers, man.
So I can't handle that screaming. And I said to Sven, it's really not good for my nervous system to be hearing him scream like that. And it's freaking me out.
Yeah.
So last night, the scream, like I was like, you know what? He wasn't screaming at that stage. He was just fighting Sven. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get in the bath and just... chill. I got in the bath and the screaming just amplified to a point that he was like sounded like he was being boiled alive, and I was like, oh my god, and I was like, this is really bad. And so I got out of the bath, I came into the, and you know what happened? Sven took off his shirt.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so his shirt was like really dirty from daycare, but he wanted that shirt on.
Yeah.
And Sven struggles to set boundaries as easily as I do.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's Sven with C. So I was saying to Sven last night, so in the end I had to take over. And look, we did put the shirt back on because I was like, I can't deal with this.
Yeah.
Also because C has had a couple of night terrors now.
Oh, baby boy.
He only has gotten them when he's gone to sleep like that.
Oh, so he's upset at the start of the night and then he'll have a night terror.
Yeah. So he's gone to sleep overtired, screaming like crazy, because he's overtired, and also because beautiful Sven can't set the boundary. So it's way too open. So instead of like, we have to put our pajama on, or this is the two options, it's, do you want to wear pajamas? It's like, no.
That's the wrong question, yeah.
That's not an option.
Yeah, we're wearing pajamas. Which one do you want?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, do you want to get in the bath? It's just like, it's bath time. So like different things like that.
It's a language, yeah.
And just staying firm with it, but because he knows that Daddy, and also he explains things more, and I know it's you too.
Yeah.
I know. You can see with your face, you're like, mm-hmm.
Yep.
He just loses it. And because he doesn't have that structure and that kind of containment, loses it, and then has night terrors. And I just said to Sven, I can't do another night terror. I just can't. So then he ended up vomiting.
We've never had a night terror, but we are having nightmares.
Yes, though, they're not fun either.
Yes, yeah.
Because their brains, they're like just...
Yeah, and then he'll be talking about it the next day, and like he understands. He's like, oh, it was in my dream. And then the other night he had a really good dream, which was we got a new puppy dog in his dream. And then the next morning he's like, where's puppy dog?
Oh,
Where is it?
I want my puppy dog.
I was like, yeah, we was in the dream. What colour was it? Brown.
Now you have to get a dog.
Now you have to. No, that's the last thing that
I
we
know.
need. Oh my gosh. Oh
I know. My
gosh.
nephew was like, TML, you need to get a dog, and I'm like, I'm not getting a dog.
No,
And he's
that's
just
the
like,
last
you
thing
really
you
need to
need.
get a dog. I'm like, I'm getting
Getting a daughter.
newborn.
Yeah, there will be a newborn. There will not be a dog. No, definitely
Like the
not
cat's
what you
driving
need.
me bonkers as it is.
I know.
Anyway, what's new with you? What's happening with
What
you?
is new
you guys
with me?
are going to Dubbo this week.
We're going to Dubbo. Yes. Well, we will have been to Dubbo when this episode airs, so I can tell you all about it. We're very excited. We're going to the zoo. We're going to do it over 3 days because it's so huge. So we're going to like go for a couple of hours.
Really?
Yeah, so we're going to go for a couple of hours in the morning and then go back to our accommodation, have lunch, go to the park, like have a really chill time. Because he's a toddler, I don't want him to get exhausted, but I also want to see the whole zoo, selfishly. And he will want to see the whole zoo too.
Yeah.
So we're going tomorrow night and then we'll have Saturday, Sunday, Monday for zoo and play, and then we come home Tuesday.
That is insane.
gonna be great.
You guys are zoo family.
We're going to hire bikes. There's a bike with like a kid attachment on the back. One day we might get the golf buggy. It's going to be great.
That's
I'm really excited.
really nice.
They also have the Royal Flying Doctor base there, and they have like an exhibition where you can like go and sit on one of the planes. I don't know if he'll be too young for it, but I think we'll just try it anyway and see. He likes planes.
That's really nice.
So I'm excited for that. I'm really looking forward to a
excited for
getaway.
you. Please
What
enjoy
else
it.
is going on? Sleep is going really well.
Good.
Coming out of the room every night, except for last night because he went to bed really late. We're in that awkward nap drop situation, and if he does not nap, he goes to bed at like 7 p.m. and it's so good, and he sleeps honestly really well until the early hours, and then he needs a quick resettle and then he's back to like sleep is great if he does that. When he does nap, it's like 10 p.m. minimum, and it's a battle to get him down, and then he sleeps worse.
Yes.
It's like it
Yes.
sucks. So then it feels like, okay, well, the answer is just keep him up. But sometimes they just pass out and you can't do it. Like if he's going to fall asleep, he's going to fall asleep.
Is that if you go out or if you like?
It depends.
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Like he'll fall asleep like, yeah, anyway. But anyway, I think it's just one of those waited out situations. And I think hopefully by 3 he'll have dropped it all together. And we'll see. But
Can't believe they're going to be 3.
how do we have almost 3-year-olds? C naps every day still, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's really weird. He went from being a really low sleep needs baby,
Yeah.
which was like torture, to, because I mean, he would, just waking up every half an hour, waking up every hour overnight, and then only napping like 15, 20 minutes during the day. So that was torture. But now it's
He loves
like,
a nap. But he naps
no,
early.
but he needs a nap.
And he naps early, doesn't he?
He naps he naps usually after 12.
Okay.
And then he wakes up at 1:32, but then he still goes to sleep at like 7:38.
Oh, gosh.
I know.
Jealous.
I know, but it's really weird. It's like I'm not complaining about it, but it's really strange because he's clearly needing a lot of the sleep because like sometimes he's so exhausted at 7 o'clock that I'm like, we need to put him to bed at 7. And he gets overtired then if we're putting him to sleep at 7:30, 8.
And with a nap. I think that is...
with a full nap. not
Yeah.
even- So yesterday, because he was at daycare, he only had like under an hour nap,
Yeah.
like 58 minutes, and he was overtired by 7:30.
Wow.
I know, it's really weird. I think, I don't know, there's like a lot growing or happening for him.
Yeah.
And he is growing a lot. Like I noticed today we put new like pajama pants on him that I was like, whoa, those did not fit him a couple of months ago. Now they're perfect.
Yes. Yeah.
So he's shooting
I
up.
don't know. I'll be pleased when the nap is gone because it makes me
I know.
hesitant to go out now because sometimes I'm like, oh, okay, we're having a no nap day, but then I'll be out and he'll fall asleep in the car at 3 p.m. and then it's midnight before he goes to bed.
Can I shatter that for like just because I'm my nephews is that they still sometimes nap like 10 minutes in the car. On the way home.
Oh no, I know, and that happens with my niece and nephew as well.
Exactly. At
but
like
it's not
5, 6 years old.
It's not as often, and it's not
Exactly.
It's
It's not all the time.
It's not
but
all the
it is
time.
still like my nephews, they like fall asleep on the car on the way home and they're just awake until 11 and I'm like, oh my God.
girl. I fall asleep in the car on the way home sometimes.
I know. It's just so
It's cozy in there.
especially in their car seats.
I know.
Like, I can't sleep in that car so much because it's not so comfy, but
No.
I feel like I could fall asleep now.
I know. Naps are so good. I have 2 things to say. One is, Adelina, your OBGYN friend, fact-checked that TikTok, and it is true.
She did, yeah.
Fallopian tubes are not connected to ovaries.
She said, yes, it is true. What, crazy, huh?
That is messed up. Okay, good. Glad we sorted that out. The second is, do you know who Paddington Bear is?
Yeah.
Okay, do you know how he has marmalade sandwiches and he keeps them under his hat?
No.
Okay, so Paddington Bear eats marmalade sandwiches and stores them in his hat. Okay, so just keep that in your noodle.
Okay.
We got given a Paddington Bear toy and all of the clothes came off except for the hat. The hat was sewn onto the head. And R was going absolutely berserk, insisting that the hat had to come off, like could not cope with the fact that the hat couldn't come off. And I was thinking like, oh, maybe it's because everything else comes off and it doesn't make sense to him. I was like, I don't know. Anyway, we kept saying no because I thought as soon as we cut it off, I didn't even know, maybe it's not even sealed. I just didn't know.
Yeah.
But eventually after about 3 days of him insisting that the hat came off, we took off the hat. And then underneath it was just a normal teddy bear. And then he was kind of like, oh. I was like, that was weird. Anyway, he said to me yesterday, he was like, where'd Paddington Marmalade sandwich go? I was like, what? And he's like, it wasn't under the hat. I was like, what?
That is actually
I was like,
hilarious.
did you want to take off the hat to get the sandwich? And he was like, yeah, but no sandwich. So I wanted to, yeah.
That's really cute.
I know. It's really cute.
Is there a cartoon of Paddington Bear? Like,
It's
the movie?
a book series originally. It's quite
and
old.
so you have the book?
We have lots of books, and then there's definitely movies, and there probably is a TV show. I don't know.
I feel like I probably need to get
But
some
he
books.
reads the books.
I
Yeah,
have so many books.
I know.
I love books.
I know. Me too.
I love kids' books.
I know. But now I want to like imagine how cute it would be if the designer of that toy had put a little marmalade sandwich under that hat.
That is actually
That's
really
the kind of
cute.
attention to detail that I appreciate.
Yes.
It would have been cool.
Wouldn't that be really cute? And that it was still sealed.
Still sealed, yes.
And then you unseal it and there's a little
There's a
tiny
little
marmalade sandwich.
sandwich. I know.
Now I really want a marmalade sandwich.
I know. Marmalade is quite tasty. Have you ever had lemon curd?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. It's good. Seems to be more of a British thing, or is it a very common thing? I don't know. Some people don't know what it is.
But I have it like with in a tart.
Oh no, you can get it in a jar and you have it on toast.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No, I've
it's
never
a British
had it like
thing.
that.
Yeah.
I have it in like tarts, and then
Yes.
I do like it with meringue, but I also enjoy it without.
Yeah. You can buy it in a jar, just spread it all over your toast. It's a good time.
On the topic of attachment,
Yes, tell me.
what's interesting is what I struggle to do is I have so many books about parenting, and I have read most of them.
Yeah.
At least most of them parts. All of them I've read parts, but not all of them I've read through.
Yeah.
And the other day I was sitting down on the couch and I was thinking of what book to read. And I thought, I really would like to read about that. Oh, but it feels like work. I had to shift my mind to go, you know what? My work is my life, because my work is being a mum.
Yes.
Is being not only a mum to my children, but also to, I know it sounds weird, but to my clients.
Yes.
And to their inner child.
Yes.
So it's like sometimes they weren't seen or held. And so I do that role.
Yes.
And that's like when we talk about archetypes. Like, I love the book. It's up there and I can't be bothered to get it up.
Do you want me to get it?
Or is it there? No, don't worry. But there's a book of the goddesses in every woman.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, highly recommend. And there's also the gods in every man.
Yep.
And it looks at archetypes, but through Greek gods and goddesses.
That's cool.
So the mother archetype is Demeter.
Yep.
The wife archetype is Hera. The romantic, loving archetype is not Archimedes. Come on, brain.
Do you know all I can think of when you say Archimedes is like that
The owl.
the cartoon?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Sword in the Stone.
Yes,
Owl.
Sword in the Stone, yes.
I know, I love Archimedes.
Oh, what a good movie.
Goodness gracious, that's going to drive me bonkers. Aphrodite.
Aphrodite.
Looked at her and I remembered Aphrodite.
Yep.
And there's, of course, the other goddesses, Artemis, etc. But my primary archetypes, and I mean, you can access all of them. But
Yeah.
like my primary throughout my whole life have been a combination of Aphrodite and Demeter.
Yeah.
So the mother and the nurturer, and
Yeah.
then the very sensual, creative.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not surprising.
I'm not surprised. This is not surprising.
But when you look at both Demeter and Aphrodite in the way that the careers they choose as women
interesting.
is very often therapists.
Yes. Okay.
Or like Demeter is also teachers and
Yeah.
things like that. So I kind of went into that mind space of a lot of people, and I think in our society we sometimes judge mothers for just enjoying being mums.
I know.
And then we judge mums that don't enjoy being mums.
I know. You
It's like,
can't win.
bloody win.
You can't win.
No. And so, yeah, the flip side for me is that I absolutely love being mum.
Yeah.
And I think you do too.
I adore being a mum. But I think that one of the things that's so interesting, and I want to ask you about it, is for me, my paid job, my work, and my mum life are so separate.
Yes.
And I like, when I am not working on my non-working days, I've like flipped a switch in my brain and I don't even think about work. Like I don't access that part of myself, and I'm just in my like feminine mother energy, and I love it. And if I could do it every day, I would. I love it so much. When I'm at work, I'm in a different mode, and I can't flick a switch because I'm always thinking about like I'm always like wanting to make sure he's okay. But I definitely am in a different side of Sarah at work for sure, and they don't really overlap. But for you, how do you? I think some of the lines are blurred, and you carry that same passion and that same energy. But when you've had like a really hard therapy session with the client, how do you not then bring that home into your interactions with C? Like, what do you do to not even compartmentalize, but like, how do you carry other people's pain and still be the mum that you want to be?
It's really, I don't know if it's because of the philosophy of how we practice. So I follow the philosophy that my father has and the method of that we do, so the play of life. So we use a lot of experiential methods. So a lot of the heaviest sessions that we do is not even fully verbal. So a lot of my heaviest sessions when we're going into really deep childhood trauma, and I'm talking about people who are suicidal, self-injuring, on the edge, especially children and teenagers. When we go to that space, there's usually an external. So we're using figures or we're using an app to target the limbic system for them.
Yeah.
And Carlos, my father, and I, our hunch is, because we haven't done the research of this, but our hunch is when it's external and we're looking at the figures, it's less heavy for both parties, for the therapist
and for the
client.
Interesting.
So the brain only allows you to see what you're ready to see.
Yeah.
So you may show yourself something in the figures and it may be like a whoa, that's really impactful. I can't even interpret it. So I can't guess who you've shown until you tell me who's who.
Yeah.
And so sometimes my clients will process it and I will be like, oh, wow, that's really deep for them. But for them, they're not ready to see that yet. So I note it down. And I find that helps me immensely not to take it home.
Yes.
That it's kind of like there, but not here.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
So I don't ever, I'm not going to say ever. It's very, very rare that I hold it.
Yeah.
The only times I've really felt like a lot of anger or pain or sadness or pretty much fucking hell.
Yeah.
Is when I hear like abuse that is still persisting.
Yes. Okay.
So not just
trauma from childhood, current abuse.
Yes.
Yeah.
And very often what also frustrates me is when the parents aren't doing anything about it.
Yeah.
And when I've tried to talk to them about it or change it and it's not changing. And so then my role is to help the child, and no matter how old the child is, survive that, heal that. That's the hardest part for me.
Yeah.
And as a parent now, feeling her kick and move and hearing someone talk about how they were hit or ignored or treated as a child, it's almost as a mum, I hold her and them in the same space. That's how I feel in my heart.
Yes.
And I don't know, maybe that helps me as well to just go, the gift I can give them is that I can contain them and hold them in that space.
Yeah.
And because it's my archetype, I feel like it doesn't burden me.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
I don't know. I think that's the best way I can explain it, because I don't carry it.
Yeah.
I get tired after chatting with people, but that's also just because you're holding space a lot.
Yeah.
It doesn't linger with me.
So you don't have like a particular ritual, like listening to a particular song or doing a breathing exercise between sessions?
No. Most of the time I don't really need to.
That's so interesting.
It is really interesting.
Yeah.
However, sometimes, as I said, that persistent abuse where it's like I'm talking to someone for years and it's still effing going on, or like I feel the pain of like someone who's like, I know that they're going home to that, for example, that's where I practice what I preach with my clients, and I listen to, so for example, you know, like, what's it called? Labor all day, every day.
Yes, what a good song. Yeah.
I put that music on, for example, and I like release my anger for them.
Yes.
Because they're not ready to face the anger.
Yes.
I feel it and I release it, and then I can.
And then you can go. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's helping me get into that role has also helped me now to actually want to read those books.
Yes.
At the end of the day, and not see it as work, because I'm like, this is not just my work.
Yeah.
This is my identity. So I'm kind of just going into this role now that it's like being a mum is my identity.
Yeah.
And I'm more than happy to say that.
Yes. Yeah.
As a therapist, as a mum.
Yeah.
I'm in my Demeter, Aphrodite.
I love it.
I'm in this.
Yes, I'm there too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. And it's just so much more comfortable than any other role.
Yeah. It's just beautiful.
Yeah.
So beautiful. Okay, something else I want to talk about. I saw this, I think it's like Jamil, someone speaking about mums coming up to them and asking them, how do I raise my boys right? How do I teach my boys to be empathetic and kind? How do I teach them so that they'll grow up into the kind of men I want them to be? And she pointed out, and I had the same thought, it's like, we have gone so wrong as a society that we think we need to teach little boys to be empathetic and kind, because little boys are so kind and sensitive and empathetic. They are born with everything they need. We don't need to teach them that. We need to not take it away
100%.
and not shame them. And I was like, I have to talk to Mel about this, because Mel will so agree. But I was like, what an interesting point, that we're now so scared of male behavior that we think that there's something innately wrong with boys. That is messed up and so sad. We're doing such a disservice to our little boys.
Yeah. It's, if anything, I think girls are the tougher ones. You know, I actually think that she's the one that's going to be knocking over C, and and I sometimes even say to her, I'm like, can you please be gentle with your brother, because he's a sensitive boy. Because he is sensitive. He's sensitive and he's shy. And it's also like, for example, I was talking to another mum about this, because I personally, I may be wrong, and again, I'm more than happy to be proven wrong. That's something that's been such a release in my life.
Yes.
But I challenge when people say, don't call children shy. And I'm like, what's wrong with shy? It's the same as sensitive. It's like being shy is sometimes a bit of a superpower. It's just like, you are cautious. But I don't actually want to just say that they're cautious. They are shy. I'm shy.
Yeah.
You know? And so many people say, oh, don't say shy, you know, it limits them. And I'm just like, I don't think it limits them. It makes them aware that it's just like, I am more timid, shy, cautious than other people.
Yes.
And for boys, it's okay to be shy. It's okay to be sensitive. And
it's okay to show all your emotions. It's
just
okay
to be yourself.
To cry and be yourself. And this is how, you know, like, I am such a proud feminist, but this is how patriarchy hurts men. It hurts men so much. It hurts men and women. Like, it's bad news bears all around. Bad. But yeah, to hear someone like genuinely with fear in their heart, being like, oh my God, how do I raise a boy so that he doesn't do all these terrible things? It's like, oh my gosh. Oh, it's awful.
It's just like, but boys aren't inherently going to do those things.
No,
it's
they're
how
not.
we raise them.
It's society. Like, they're born with all of the good bits in them, and we stamp it out by telling them that they have to be strong and they can't do this and that's not for them. And yeah.
And to add, it is still very important to teach consent.
That's the thing. That's what we need to. That's what we need to teach. We need to teach all of our. We need to teach,
and with male and female.
Yeah, we need to teach all of our children, and I think that is something that's why I'm trying so hard to work on boundaries, because it actually is all linked together. And when I, say to like, oh, I'm no more booby, mummy's tired. Like,
yes.
He needs to listen to that, and
exactly,
I need to hold that boundary. Because it's access to someone else's really body. It is all very,
it's not only it's your body, but technically it's also your private parts.
Yes, it is.
So it's also like if someone says no, you can't keep pushing.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a really good point.
Yeah, it is interesting.
I never thought about it that way. Yeah, because I think consent is a massive thing, even for little boys.
Yep.
And like, everyone talks about the war and things that are happening in the world at the moment. And I'm like, I'm protecting my peace from that, because I'm like, you know what? The other stuff that is coming through from me protecting my peace is all this sexual abuse stuff that's coming out.
Oh my gosh.
The Rape Academy,
I feel sick just thinking about
all
it.
that stuff, like the daycare shit.
Yeah.
Like Epstein files, like the amount of stuff. And I was saying to my dad, I'm like, scares me so much more as a mother.
Yes.
To boy and girl.
Oh.
Both.
Boys absolutely are victims. And
both.
Absolutely.
And so I've still told Sven in the past, for example, like, I don't think I'll ever really be comfortable with sleepovers unless my thing is if the mother, for example, I know her very well, like yourself, for example, and you say, I'm going to stay in the room with the kids the whole night. I'm going to be very, very
selective about
very selective, strict, all those things. Or they just enjoy, like, their dinner and then we pick them up after in their pajamas. You know, they do.
They can do all the things and come home. Like, I don't mind if it's a super late night.
Exactly.
Come pick you up.
And drop them back off for breakfast, for example.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I have no issue with that either.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I don't know if you think about this sometimes, but like, because I think I work with teenagers and I see teens so much, is I know that teenage years are going to be hard in the sense that I'm not going to be a fun mum. My kids aren't going to have tablets. They're not going to have smartphones. No freaking way. Not until minimum like 16, 17.
Right.
Earliest.
Yep.
Like, I'm going to be firm with those things because I know the ramifications of smartphones. They're allowed to have a Nokia.
Yeah. Yeah.
But even then, like, and that stage of parenting sometimes freaks me out.
Yeah, I think.
No sleepovers, no. Like, I'm going to be firm with certain things.
Yeah, I think you've got to parent for the world that we live in, and you also have to parent for the child that you have. And I think we'll know a lot more when we have our 13-year-old kids, and we'll know more who they are and what they need. But yeah, you've got to parent for the world that we live in, and there's some messed up stuff happening around in the world. It makes me feel absolutely sick. And I'm seeing, I don't know if it's just because of the pages that I interact with, but it's like there are some men that are speaking out, but there are so many silent good men, and I am sick of it. We need them all to speak up. Yeah.
And a lot of them are like, for example, Sven's a good man. He had just no idea.
Rowan is a great man. He doesn't have much of an idea about what's going on.
No.
I would love to speak to the good silent men and ask them why. I'll speak to my husband. He's not fully silent, but he is more silent than I'd like. And I wonder if it's just kind of a bit of it is so, firstly, they don't know all the things that we know. And also it is so horrific that they just don't want to in any way be associated with it. And maybe they think by even discussing it, they kind of become part of the conversation and they need to be part of the conversation. But maybe that reluctance is just like, to them, the idea of that behavior is so foreign and so upset. Like it's so far from anything they would ever do that they can't even let it into their mind.
Well, that's also what I wonder is because we're talking about sensitivity, we're talking about gentle men.
Yes.
That is in their nature.
Yes.
That is, a lot of men are naturally gentle.
Yes.
And again, if we look at archetypes, there are women that will be also more fighters and
Totally.
then, you know, I'm not necessarily I will be a fighter in the way of a mum, like a lioness.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not naturally like, I challenge in a different way.
Yes.
But, for example, when I tell Sven of the statistics of like 1 in 10 men have molested a child in Australia.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm. 1 in 10.
Is that seriously right?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What?
When I told Sven that stat, I was telling him a few stats last night because the stats are just horrendous and I'm not even going to go through all of them. But when I went through the stats with him last night, he was just like, he was absolutely shocked like you. And I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep, 1 in 10.
Rowan would be horrified
I don't remember if it's 1 in 4 or 1 in 5 children, you know, under the age of, was it 16 or 18, sorry, pregnancy brain, will be sexually abused in their lifetime. That's 1 in 4 or 5. That's massive.
And 1 in 3 women will report sexual assault.
Well, exactly. And then 1 in 4 or 5 that are saying it that we know of.
Yeah.
That's a terrifying statistic.
Yeah.
So when we were talking about it with Sven, there were these boys up near where my dad lives that were riding bikes, like e-bikes, on a footpath extremely fast. But then Sven said, oh yeah, when I went to, because there's a lot of, you could call them hooligans.
Yes. The youths.
Yes, the youths. But when Sven saw these young boys teasing other boys, but not just teasing, but full bullying.
Yeah.
And so Sven was like, so I said, so how would you help your son navigate that? And he was like, oh, you know, we don't get involved. You know, it's just like, what if your son is friends with the bullies that are doing that?
Yeah.
These are the big questions.
These are the
I don't
big
even
questions.
have full answers for them.
All I know, I don't know all the answers, but all I know is if my child is either bullying or being bullied at school, we're moving. Like, we're moving to a new environment.
Persistent.
Yeah.
But if it's like a once-off or stuff, or if it depends. Yeah.
Oh, we're dealing with the issues and the reasons why,
Yes.
but also I'm taking you out of the environment that you're in.
Yeah. Especially if it's like they've clearly got, like, you've got a target on your back from that person.
Yes.
Like, you're clearly.
Yes.
But sometimes it could just be like,
Yeah.
you know, an offhand thing. But Sven was saying, you know, I played the game. So Sven was never really bullied.
Yeah.
And he's like, I made friends with the bullies so that they wouldn't target me. And I was like, okay, but what if? So it's not that he was friends with them.
Yeah.
But he played the game.
He was nice to them. Yeah.
Sven was just friends with everyone. You know Sven.
Yeah.
He's friends with everyone.
Yeah.
We didn't really have bullies at our school, really, did we?
At Macca's?
Yeah.
Not really.
Not really, no. It wasn't like the traditional. No. But I was saying to Sven that because Sven went to more a public school, so there were.
Yeah.
I said to him, what if you had friends that were being bullied by those people that you were also associated with?
Yes.
So those are the questions that we need. Those are the things that we need to teach our boys.
Yeah.
You know, you may not stand up to them in person.
Yeah.
Because, again, we don't want to initiate. We don't want to stoop to their level.
No.
However, you can protect your friend in other ways.
Yeah.
And speak up and say to them, that was wrong.
Yes.
Do you want to talk to the teacher?
Yes.
Should we tell our mums?
Yes. Yeah.
You know?
Let's get some grown-ups involved.
Because getting involved
No, it's not. Yeah.
It's almost like teaching our children. And this is what I teach with my clients, it's like we don't engage with narcissists.
No.
We don't engage with like perpetrators
Yeah.
because they're looking for violence.
Yes.
They're looking for you to, what my father says, bite the hook.
Yes.
They find that fun.
Yes.
Don't bite the hook.
Yes. Yeah.
It's just, we can use our words very wisely.
Yeah.
And then engage someone else. But we have to, that security is making, and it starts now.
Yes.
Making sure our babies and our children trust us enough
Yeah.
to share their struggles.
Yeah.
burdens.
And then it's how we react when they do share.
Exactly.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Not like freaking out or anything. It's
Yes.
like,
Or dismissing or just listening. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
thank you for telling me.
Thank you so much for telling me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's, people are like, why do my kids keep secrets? And it's like, well, how do you respond
How
when
do
they
you
tell you
respond
things?
when they tell you? Oh my God. Yeah.
Anyway.
So true. So true.
Yes. So that's all the things. And it's just, there's a book that I've been rereading called Why Love Matters. I absolutely love it.
Such a good one.
Such an important book. It can be heavy in the sense that it can be confronting for some people, but sometimes it's a good thing.
Yep.
But Why Love Matters, I've been rereading it, and it's like, it starts now.
Yeah.
It starts with her in there.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm responding to her already.
Yeah, of course you are.
Like, how do we respond to our babies in utero?
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
how do we respond to them with birth and labor? And like, totally understand the importance of interventions and medical things when necessary. Still connect.
Yes.
You know, it's like, oh, you may not get to choose your birth date,
Yeah.
but this is the day you're going to come.
Yes.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, is already listening to their cues.
So
Anyway,
true.
that's my little attachment lens.
I love it. Self point.
So I think that's episode 8.
Yes, we really went to a dark place there, but the world is dark at the moment.
The world is really dark. So yes, episode 8. Episode 9 and
Well,
like the next couple is going to be really interesting.
It'll either be next week or it'll be in a few weeks because you've had a baby. So
We'll see how we go.
we'll see how we go.
Maybe you will come to my birth. No. Like Sarah's like,
I just call you in labor. I just knock on the door. Time to film the podcast.
Yeah, it's time to
You're
film
in
the podcast.
call.
how does this feel now? Yeah, just me moaning like a cow.
Oh my
And
God.
you talking about attachment.
Oh my gosh. I love it. I love it. All right. Thanks for listening. See you maybe next week.
Who knows?
Who knows?
I think we will.
I think we've got at
I
least
think we've got
week.
another week or two.
Yeah.
We'll
yeah.
see how we go. And then I'll bring a little tiny little squishy squish.
Yeah, but then I'll just cry for the 45-minute episode because she'll be so beautiful. And
Yeah.
you'll be like, Sarah, stop. All right. Thank you for listening.